Let's just bring you some breaking news we're getting from the French news agency AFP that a vehicle, it seems, has ploughed into a crowd in Nice in the south of France. They're saying in an apparent attack with several hurt. This is according to officials and witnesses now. Certainly video that we have seen, the veracity of which we cannot verify, show people running along the famous Promenade des Anglais in something of a panic. Other video and pictures show emergency crews at the scene and some suggestion that some people have been hurt. As I say, we cannot verify this footage, but more information coming through. This is the president of the Nice-Côte d'Azur region has tweeted. His name is Christian Estrosi. The driver of a lorry seems to have killed dozens of people. Stay in your homes. More information to follow. This is shocking information clearly coming through from Nice. But that is the president of Nice. So people are being urged to stay in their homes. Clearly, whatever has happened here, people in France are extremely twitchy after a number of terror attacks in the last 18 months or so. Hello, good evening. We start with breaking news from Germany, where a man armed with an axe has attacked passengers on a train. The incident happened near the town of Würzburg in the state of Bavaria. Our reporter Willem Marx is here, and the reporting of this story has changed, hasn't it? What is the latest?
So what we've heard is this was a regional train travelling from the town of Treuchtlingen towards Würzburg, as you just mentioned there. Just on the outskirts of Würzburg, there was an unscheduled stop in an area called Heidingsfeld. This was at around 9 p.m. local time, so that would have been 8 with us here in London. A man armed with both an axe and a knife had attacked some of the 20 passengers on board the train. Local police there have told Sky News 4 people were seriously injured by the man. 1 was lightly injured. 14 others have been treated for shock. The portion of the line has now been closed. Helicopters have been over the scene, and the attacker, while fleeing the scene, was shot dead by police, according to the Bavarian Interior Ministry.
Good evening. Police are hunting for 2 men over the attempted abduction of a serviceman close to RAF Marham in Norfolk. The attacker's appearance is said to be of Middle Eastern origin. They fled after one of them was knocked to the ground.
The serviceman was out running. He wasn't in military uniform. He was off duty. He was running up Squires Hill, and he became aware of one male approach him from the front. There was an altercation between the male and the victim, of which the victim managed to push him away onto the floor. As that happened, a second male came from the direction of the dark-coloured people carrier and then assisted the other person who had attacked the victim to escape from the scene.
We'll go to a developing story this morning. 1 person has been killed, at least 10 others injured following an explosion at a restaurant in Germany. We can get some more on this now with our correspondent Mark White, who's on the phone with us. Mark, tell us, we've got some new information about this explosion.
Yes, I mean, potentially worrying information coming through. I should stress that no real confirmation on the exact cause, but the local mayor in this town, the town of Ansbach, which is in northern Bavaria near the city of Nuremberg, he has said that the explosion outside a wine bar was caused by an explosive device. Now, there are other reports coming through from local media here and experts working for the news agencies in this country stating police officials as also now claiming that an IED may have been responsible for that explosion.
Turn to our Europe correspondent Mark Stone, who joins us now live on the phone. Mark, welcome. What do you know?
Well, the only confirmation from the police that we've had of this, in fact, the only word from the police, is a tweet within the last few minutes asking members of the public not to take photographs, do not cross the perimeter, which they have now put in place around this church. And they say do not disturb the work of the police. That is clearly routine. This is effectively a suburb of Rouen, the Normandy city of Rouen, about 150 miles to the north west of Paris. As you say, there is one report from Le Figaro, pretty reliable, suggesting that among those being held are believed to be a priest, 2 nuns, and some members of the congregation. In terms of the people who have taken these people hostage, knifemen, we're told, 2 people armed with knives. Now, clearly, given what has been happening in Europe over the course of the past couple of months with the attacks in Nice in July the 14th, on July the 14th, there is a heightened state of alert right across France, right across Europe.